Forza Horizon is one of the greatest racing games of the last decade. It changed the concept of what an open-world racing game could be, taking you to a youthful music festival where the greatest racers and underdogs would compete in exhilarating races for the title of the Horizon champion. The world building, the beautiful scenery, the vibes, all of this led to praise and multiple sequels taking place all over the world. Nobody expected this kind of success coming out of a spin-off from an already competent franchise in its time, Forza Motorsport, but that's a story for another video. In today's special episode, we will enter the darkest parts of the Horizon Festival to uncover many secrets, fun facts, trivia, and more. The iceberg will be split in 3 parts. The things at the surface will be things that are common knowledge, but as we get deeper, things will get darker. You know how it goes. Now that Forza Horizon 6 has been revealed, this video will come in handy to know a bit more stuff about the franchise before the game comes out. Get something to drink and something to eat, and come back quickly before the spots run out. This is the Forza Horizon Iceberg. Playground Games. This is a British video game developer based in England, known for working on all the Forza Horizon games. It's an interesting studio, as it has a lot of heritage in many racing games, as it's composed of devs from many other studios like Codemasters, BlackRock, Criterion, and Bizarre Creations. Horizon Colorado. Horizon 2012. Taking place in Colorado, is the first festival we actually get to take part in. Canyons, highways, plains, little cities, and many outposts from the festival fill the environment. Organized by Alice Hart, the festival is the home of racing, music, and many interesting characters. By day, the festival thrives. Racers cruise around the main stage and the rest of the map. But at night, there's an illegal street racing organization out of reach from the festival. The bosses. They were a part of the gameplay loop that appeared only in the first game. I mentioned Horizon Colorado having some interesting characters. Well, some of these bosses want to get you out of their way and prevent you from becoming the Horizon champion. Every boss has their own personality, backstory, and car, which you can get by beating them after facing off at the Star Showdowns. The bosses made the game feel more alive, and gave you a reason to keep climbing up the ranks to face each one of them. They even had interviews on the radio where you could hear pieces of lore from them, or them simply talking shit about you. If you want to listen to them, make sure to check the link in the description that'll take you to the Forza Horizon World Twitter account where they posted all of the interviews. Unicorn Cars. They were rare, non-purchasable cars that were usually gifted by the developers for competing in community events. They share similarities to the Forza Edition cars or hard-to-find cars. Record label stations. Every Forza Horizon game has the classic lineup of radio stations. Pulse for indie, XS for rock, and Bass Arena for electronic. But there are a couple of radio stations in some of the games that are actually real record labels from around the world. For example, in 2 we have Hospital Records, Ninja Tune, and Innovative Leisure. In 3, we have Vagrant, Epitaph, and Future Classic. The Forgotten Radio Hosts. The first Forza Horizon had a couple of radio hosts that simply did not appear again in the following games. Holly Cruz was a DJ of Horizon Pulse, but got replaced by Amy Simpson from Horizon 2 onwards. Then, there's Phoenix Fox, the radio host of Horizon Rocks. Both Phoenix and Horizon Rocks got the axe, and got replaced by Dan Williams and Horizon XS. Phoenix Fox had it coming though, as he was the most likely to get kicked out of the festival for bad behavior. I still miss him though. Horizon 2007. It's been mentioned a couple times on the radio stations that Horizon Colorado is the 6th time the festival has been made. So basically, the festival has been going ever since 2007, and not only that, it apparently took place in locations like Africa and South America. The 10th anniversary. When the franchise turned 10, a Horizon story got added to Forza Horizon 5 as a celebration, Horizon Origins. Here, you go back and experience the last 4 festivals and witness the return of some characters alongside Base Arena's radio host, Scott Tyler. Fanservice-y, but has some pretty cool details, little pieces of lore, and some nice throwbacks. We also got a new radio station called Horizon Mixtape, composed of songs from the previous games, as well as props and a couple cars, the standout of course being the SRT Viper GTS Anniversary Edition. The dreaded gift drop cars. Forza Horizon 5 has a feature where you can gift cars to other people. Sounds cool, right? You might have a duplicate car you don't need, or a car you don't want, and you can simply give it away to someone who might need it. You might be playing and someone can randomly give you a car. So, you go to the barn to retrieve said car. You're excited, maybe you will get a car you really wanted but couldn't afford, and someone from the goodness in their heart decided to give it to you. But then, you open the crate and you get your 50th fucking Taycan of the week. Or a Jeep Wheelies, either or. This was a problem for hundreds, maybe thousands of people who played the game, including myself and probably you. Some people just dedicated themselves to retrieve all the Taycans or Wheelies people give away and simply delete them from their garage. At this point, we may never know when the Taycan epidemic will end. Maybe when they add the feature to sell your car. Forza Horizon 2, Xbox 360 version. I don't know how or where to begin with this one, but this was the last Forza game to come out on the Xbox 360, and it came out at the same time as the Xbox One version. While the Xbox One version was made by Playground Games, the 360 version was developed by Sumo, which tried their absolute best to try and adapt the game to an older console generation. The graphics look worse than the first game, lots of features were missing, less than a dozen new cars were added, many locations were simply not there or just locked out, and 5 radio stations were removed. I have a special hatred towards this game as I actually own a copy and played it for too many hours. I might make a video out of it one day. But yeah, Forza ended its Xbox 360 run with a whimper. Forza Fuel. To celebrate the launch of Forza Horizon 2, Xbox sent 8 supercars, 8 pro gamers, and 8 pro drivers on an unforgettable adventure inspired by the game. It was a real-life, week-long road trip through Europe that included real-life challenges and prizes along the way. Forza Fuel was truly an interesting and unique way of celebrating the release of a game. You can watch all the chapters on YouTube. They're short, but really fun to watch. Exclusive barn finds. In Forza Horizon 3, there are 2 barn finds that you simply can't find. Why? Because they were exclusive to Forzathon events. Events that were limited. Events that you simply cannot play anymore. These 2 barn finds were the Porsche 356A Speedster and the AMC Pacer X. Apparently, you can still get them from the auction house. If someone feels like selling them, of course. But if you wanted to 100% the game, you're completely screwed and stuck at 99%, even if you buy both cars from the auction house. Porsche Bonus Car Pack. This was a downloadable car pack that was available for Forza Horizon 2. It was the first time Porsche would appear in Forza Horizon, so it was something special. The good thing, this pack was free. It included the 2012 Porsche 911 GT2 RS and the 2012 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. The bad thing, it was available to claim for 1 week. There's more Porsche cars in the game, yes, but if you wanted the 2 aforementioned cars, too late bro. Testing grounds. It was a theory, but it does make sense. Expansions are testing grounds for what comes next, maybe hints as well. The Rally expansion from FH1 might have been an experiment with open-world off-roading races. The Blizzard Mountain expansion from FH3 could have been the devs playing with snow and testing the introduction of the seasons in FH4. FH4 expansions might have also been trying out the accolades and the treasure hunts that would appear in FH5. And yes, It's been confirmed that the Hot Wheels expansion from Horizon 5 helped them develop the elevated roads of Tokyo City in the upcoming Forza Horizon 6. Rejected festival locations. For the development of the first Forza Horizon, the team started researching the environment of at least 30 locations that could be the headquarters of the Horizon Festival. Just imagine all of the hypothetical locations the first Forza Horizon game would have taken place. The thing is, we don't know all of the possible places that were rejected, but we know of a couple. Judging by these concept arts, a Forza Horizon game might have been set in Hong Kong. There's also this concept for Forza Horizon 2, which might have taken place in the deep south of the United States. Recently, a build of Forza Horizon 2 for the Xbox 360 was leaked, and it gave us a lot of information. Like the fact that the devs planned this port to be just like the One version, and not only that, it also had Switzerland on the map. Was this location planned for just the 360 version? Or both versions? Nobody knows. Oh, there are a couple more locations, but that will be a topic that will be talked about more deeply later in the Iceberg. Mexico hints. Back in 2021, when FH5 wasn't revealed yet, there were rumors of Mexico being the location of the new game, and it looks like it was hinted at for a while. The things that sparked more and more speculation were the new Hot Wheels set made in collaboration with Forza Horizon, and the fact that in the reveal trailer for the Xbox Series X, you could see a little cinematic section of a Koenigsegg in a desert. Apparently, the answer was right in front of us the whole time. The cut songs. In the early builds of the first Forza Horizon game, people found some songs that didn't make the cut. Some of these songs could have made great additions to an already amazing soundtrack. Some highlights are Midnight City by MA3, Paranoid by Black Sabbath, and Breaking a Sweat by Skrillex, remixed by Zed. If you want to check more cut songs, go to the Racing Soundtracks website. The link will be in the description. Rob the Bank. Also known as Robert John Gorham, he is an English DJ and a co-founder of a couple music festivals. He was also responsible for curating and supervising the music of the first two Forza Horizon games. If you want someone to thank for the timeless soundtrack of the first game, it's him. Fun fact, he has a song in Forza Horizon 2, Pika Disco by Lazy Boy, a band composed of himself and Dan Carey. The custom Horizon console. To mark the launch of Forza Horizon 3 back in 2016, the Facebook page of Xbox Germany organized a sweepstake that was exclusive to the country. The prize? A very special Xbox One S. The fuck? I mean, it has its charm. It's not as cool as the Centenario themed one, but it's alright. The winner and the whereabouts of this Audi R8 themed Xbox are still unknown. Wireless Speed Wheel. Forza Horizon was one of the few games bundled with this peripheral for the Xbox 360. Here's how it looks in motion. Pretty cool, huh? Credit goes to Maria64 for showing me this and that hideous Forza Horizon 3 console. Appearances in movies. Surprisingly, this franchise appeared and was mentioned in a couple of movies. First, in El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, we see Skinny Pete and Badger playing Forza Horizon 1 in first person on an Xbox 360. Thanks to Cameron3611 for reminding me of this scene. Forza Horizon also got a mention on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. Here's the clip.
Wow, you're actually a good driver, Donnie.
Huh, countless hours on Forza Horizon finally paid off!
The keys are in the ignition. This is a promotional video for Forza Horizon 3, and it has the looks and the vibes of the live-action intros from the first two games. It's possible that this was a scrapped intro for the game, but nobody really knows. You can watch this beautiful introduction on YouTube. The link will be in the description. A tribute to Tom Gaulton. In the Rally Adventure DLC from Forza Horizon 5, you can see a mural located in Pueblo Arza. This mural was made in memory of the ex-lead engineer of Playground Games, Tom Gaulton. It's a pretty sweet tribute. Owen's McLaren. This car was the motive of rumors and conjectures for a long time in forums and the Forza Horizon subreddit. FH4 players were dumbfounded by this strange McLaren P1. Crossing paths with it was something out of an urban legend, like encountering a cryptid. This vehicle is a special, one-of-a-kind McLaren P1 that Playground Games made for a kid called Owen. He met the developers through the Make-A-Wish Foundation and got the chance to be on a tour of the studio and build his own version of the P1 with custom modifications. People wonder what happened with Owen for a long time, and the answer is, he is alive and kicking. He wants to pursue video game development as a career and go into computer science. At the end of the day, it's a really sweet story. The Null car. This mysterious car appeared in nearly all the Forza Horizon games. But what is this thing really? Well, it's a placeholder car that is used for cars that haven't loaded correctly, or for DLC cars that players do not own. The thing that stands out about it is that it's completely matte black, windows and all, and it doesn't seem to make any sounds when it's driven. Fake leaks. This refers to the amount of untrue rumors and leaks that people, scoopers, and insiders make previous to a possible Forza Horizon announcement. Some examples include this footage of a totally legit trailer for Forza Horizon 3. This one is a leaked start screen from Forza Horizon 4 set in Japan. Around this time, you could hear rumors of FH4 being set in places like Dubai. Even after its release, they didn't stop bothering the poor game with more leaks. Apparently, according to this Xbox UI showing the status of a couple users, Fujimi Kaido was going to be an expansion in FH4. For those who don't know, Fujimi Kaido was a very beloved track from Forza Motorsport 4 set in Japan. But in this leak, they didn't even bother writing the name correctly. Oh, you thought that was it? Nah, there's more. There were a couple of leaks showing the new GR Supra in FH4. That sounded amazing because, you know, Toyota wasn't an FH4 when it released, so this was big news. Unfortunately, these leaks were fake, and the mastermind behind some of them was none other than Shiny Odd. Fortunately, Toyota returned to Forza Horizon 4 sometime later. Also, did you know that Forza Horizon 5 was going to be set in Japan? Well, according to this fake leak, that was the case. I'll admit it, I thought this was real when I saw it on Reddit back then. The Toyota Incident. A year after Forza Horizon 4's release, there was a huge fuss in the community, mostly on Twitter. Toyota was mostly absent from FH4 despite having a couple of cars like the T100 Baja truck or the Hilux Arctic. Why did they pull most of their cars from Horizon 4? There's a couple of reasons. They had no plans to license their range of models to any other games besides Gran Turismo Sport. The backlash on many platforms ended up resolving this problem, and Toyota ended up coming back for Forza Horizon 4's update 27, bringing cars like the Supra, the MR2, the Sprinter Treno GT Apex, and many more models. COD cars. This topic in the Iceberg is pretty self-explanatory. We will be talking about the cars that were simply stuck in the cutting room floor. We know about the existence of these cars thanks to files found in the games, leaks, and snippets that were shown officially. Forza Horizon 1 might have had the Fisker Karma and the Skoda Fabia VRS from 2012. FH3 could have had the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, the Toyota T100 Baja truck, and the Porsche No. 3 917 LH. FH4 had a lot of cars that were not seen in-game, despite being shown in pictures from events or the menus, like the Ford Falcon XY, the Ford Mustang SVT Cobra, the Ford Focus ST, the Ford F-150 SVT Raptor Shelby, the Ford Mustang GT from 2015, the Jeep Grand Wagoneer SJ from 1991, the McLaren P1 GTR, the Volvo 1800E, and the Dodge Coronet Super V. Forza Horizon 5 had a lot of cars that are still unreleased, which will be shown on screen right now, courtesy of GT Planet and the cutting room floor. But apparently, that's not it. Thanks to some unused video files showing the sign language interpretation of dialogue in the game, 3 unused barn finds were found. You would have been able to discover the Fiat S76 Beast of Turin from 1910, the Ferrari 288 GTO Evoluzione from 1986, and the Hurst Shifters Baja Boot from 1967. The Forza Horizon 3 dev build. On the uneventful day of January 4th, 2017, an update rolled up for a lot of Forza Horizon 3 owners on PC. Said update was accidentally released, as it was a dev build version of the game, which had a debug menu with lots of features where you could basically manipulate the game in many ways. Oh yeah, and the files were completely unencrypted. This was quickly fixed with a new update, as many users that created a new save game on this dev build had their game saves corrupted. This was truly, really strange. Gymkhana 9. This was the 9th installment of the Gymkhana video series, this time partnered with Forza Horizon 3. Here, Ken Block recreated some of the showcase events from the game, like the helicopter carrying the truck and the race against the train. The sad part is that this video was originally going to be shot in Sydney, but the Australian police were making this process very difficult, to the point they ultimately decided to record the video in Buffalo, New York. This video is definitely one of my favorites from the series, and it's simply mind-blowing. The Strange Map. Remember that I said I would talk about more locations that were caught in the Iceberg? Well, we will have to go back to Forza Horizon 1 for this one. According to the cutting room floor, there's a map that could be found on the files of the first game, showing a layout of an entirely unused region. And judging by the names found in this picture, it's the regions of Liguria and Tuscany. Yes, in Italy. Some would say this is an early mock-up of the map for the second game, but there were more files that were found, not in the retail version of Forza Horizon, but a prototype of the game. Said files had the following names: Colorado.xds, La Spezia.xds, and Saba.xds. I will explain more in the following topic, so stay with me. The airport. Alongside those files that were found in the map folder of the game, you can find an icon of a little blue plane. This implies that there would be an airport in the game that would take you to those other two locations. Yes, Forza Horizon 1 might have had 3 maps: Colorado, Italy, and Malaysia. You might have been able to travel to those other regions in the first game, which sounds crazy on paper already. Always watching. In every game since Horizon 3, you're able to go into drone mode and just travel to places that are not accessible with your car. Some users decided to go to the crowd area in the main festival hubs with the drone and found out that besides the models of the people in the crowd, there are some strange people. Flat people. This is just a trick to save resources, but the creepy aspect is that, no matter where you are, these people will always be facing you, and no matter where you go, they are always watching. Creepy sounds. In Forza Horizon 2, when you go to the area surrounding Castelletto, turn off the radio and pay attention to the sounds of the environment. Curiously enough, these sounds are only present in the Xbox 360 version, as I went to the same area in the one version only to hear the wind. What makes these noises? Could it be something as silly as the call of a fox, or something more sinister? The UFO sign. In the area of the Gran Caldera volcano sits a little sign, just a prop that a lot of people would just smash or pass by. But when you stop the car and pay attention to it, you can clearly see that it says, "Visit the crop circles." Have we been visited by aliens? Come and find out. Visit the famous circles in the crops. I believe that this sign is talking about that part of the map in the area of Teatro Mundo. Are there really aliens in the Horizon Festival? Darius' sabotage. Everybody knows about the end of the first game. You race against the Horizon champion, Darius around the whole map, and when you beat him, you get his Ferrari 599XX. When the credits roll, you can see yourself in your new Ferrari just speeding off on the highway. And as the camera keeps moving forward, and the minutes pass, there are skids on the road, leading to the car, wrecked against the side of the guardrail. Lots of players theorize that Darius sabotaged the car before giving it to you, therefore making you crash and ending with you dead or in a coma. Is this infamous theory true or not? I will leave it up to you. And that's it. Congratulations for watching the whole thing. This might be the longest video that I've ever made for this channel, and honestly, I had lots of fun researching, writing, and recording this. It's been great learning more about the franchise that marked me and defined my teenage years in so many ways. If you have some topics for the Iceberg or want to give your opinion on the topics, leave your comments down below and discuss with other people. I want to thank you for watching until the end, as well as all the people that worked on these games one way or another. You crafted something really special, and I am looking forward to Forza Horizon 6 in May this year. And last but not least, I want to thank the patrons and the people who support these videos. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you share it with your friends and give your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you in Horizon Japan. Bye.